Otters here. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! You gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
General West.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Hey, gun.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
2.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo completes it to Samuel. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On first down, Coleman. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Coleman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2, eluding the pressure right. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Coleman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
Garoppolo now. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
49ers first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here we go. 180! 15, check right 15. 11.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1. on EA Sports. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Zadarius Smith drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Dean Lowry, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Here we go. 21.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's...
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge gain of 40 yards on the 3rd down conversion. This is Coleman. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
12, fellas, here we go. 50 to money.
Here's Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Here we go. 20.
They go play action here on 1st down. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, as the first half is winding down, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now Jones. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Rodgers on the money to the tight end, Graham, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
42's the mark. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk about football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw is Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. Like 80.
Handoff, Coleman, right side. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And they try to sweep to Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 17 yards out, and the Packers have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
That's fielded in the end zone. And it's the San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. The pass rush specialist, Dee Ford, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
26. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Here's Jones. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet.